Hey, Brian from SnakeBytes here. I talk about ball pythons and corn snakes an awful lot in the show, so I figured I'd take some time and showcase some animals that don't get in the show that often, but I really love working with. You're watching SnakeBytes. I talk about ball pythons and corn snakes an awful lot in SnakeBytes, but that's because they're the most popular animals in the snake trade, really, and I have a whole lot of them that I'm really excited about. But every now and then, I want to do a show like today, where I'm just kind of showing off some animals that are equally as cool, but just don't get the attention they deserve. Take, for instance, this Brazilian rainbow boa. I tell you what, these are amazing animals, and if you're looking for a snake that gets a little bit bigger, but not too big, it might be a great option for you. They max out at about 6 foot, and this is an adult female, so you can see they're heavy bodied but not too heavy bodied. The only thing I can say is they need a little bit more humidity, so I don't really suggest these for beginners because if they dry out, they die really quick. But if you know a little bit about snakes, been keeping them for a year or two, you feel like you're ready for the next step, look into Brazilian rainbows. They're just such gorgeous animals, and they're actually really easy to care for besides the humidity thing. And what's really cool, if you decide to breed them, they have live young. A girl this size will have 20 to 30 babies. It's just an awesome experience. This is another pet project of mine. I love ball pythons and I love blood pythons, and these are super balls. They're a hybrid between blood pythons and ball pythons, and look how mammoth that snake is. I mean, it's got the best of both worlds. It's got the body of a blood python, but kind of the head and personality of a ball python. They're really amazing snakes, and I always say, I'm not a big hybrid guy, but these super balls rock.
What type of snake did Brian milk venom from while filming in Australia? Was it A, a tiger snake, B, a taipan, or C, a king brown? Answer with a comment and keep watching to see if you're right.
A snake project that I've really been getting into over the last couple years is reticulated pythons. They're just amazing animals, and these dwarfs are actually really cool. This is actually a 3-year-old female dwarf albino, so she's only going to get this big. She's maybe 8 or 9 foot, which makes it really cool. Now, don't get me wrong, I love the big snakes, but if you're ever thinking about getting a retic and you don't want something that gets 15, 18, 20 foot long, these dwarf albinos are not only gorgeous animals, but also pretty practical as far as size goes. I don't give nearly enough love to carpet pythons. The truth is, I've been keeping these guys for over 15 years and breeding them for almost as long. They're just really amazing animals. To me, I love pythons, so the fact that you can get a good boa-sized python is really awesome. And with all the mutations coming out now, it's amazing to me that these guys aren't even more popular, although there's certainly a niche of people that love them to death. But I tell you what, this is definitely on my wish list to continue to grow the mutations in our collection. Boa constrictors certainly are what I would consider mainstream, but I think I would get lynched if I didn't at least show them, because everyone's always complaining how I never have boa constrictors in the show. So I figured I'd show you my personal favorite in our collection, and that's this Sunglow arabesque boa. When I think of unusual snakes, probably the first snake that I work with that comes to mind are the rhino rat snakes. I don't know what it is about these guys, but they're one of my favorite snakes in the collection. I just think that little proboscis on the end of its nose is just absolutely amazing. These are albino Baird's rats. You certainly don't see them too often. It's just amazing how when they get bigger, they get really super pink. I've just always loved them since the first time I've seen them. I'm going to show you guys a few rapid fire colubrids right now. Another pretty unusual snake that I work with that I don't know that I've ever showcased were these Transpecos rat snakes. Now this is a blonde phase, which is just basically a color mutation, but they're really unique animals with those really big bulbous eyes. They're really beautiful and they're really easy to care for. The only thing you have to keep in mind is they do like the humidity low. If you get the humidity much more than 40%, they start to have some digestive issues, but still a super cool snake. And finally, an animal I really fell in love with when I was younger and had quite a big collection of them were the gray-banded king snakes. I only keep a handful of them now, but I'm hoping that's something that'll change in the future. The only thing that's wrong with gray bands is sometimes when you produce babies, they like to feed on lizards. When you have as many snakes as I do, it's really hard to give those animals specific care. But I tell you what, I'm going to give a crack at it in the future and grow a colony, and hopefully I can get some that eat pinkies right off the smack. I guess this whole show is about just animals you don't see every day. And trust me, I love ball pythons and corn snakes as much as anybody. They're fantastic animals, but I always preach to people, make sure you widen your horizons and look at some of these unusual animals you don't see on every table at a show or on every website. Come on guys, pick up the phone. Man, what the hell? Someone should be there by now. Hey guys, this is Brian. I forgot to throw out rabbits last night, so whoever gets this message, can you thaw them out? I'll be there in about 5 minutes, okay? All right, see you guys in a minute. Bye.
State police are reporting bizarre incidents of biting all across the metro area.
Hey Josh. Sounds like someone needs their morning coffee. Hey Sam, did you get my message about those rabbits? You guys gotta answer the phone when I'm not here. It's ridiculous. Hey Chewy, I'm gonna need your help later on today to feed the big snakes, okay? Dude, man, you literally need to lay off the weekend booze, man. You're looking like I have to do everything myself. I don't even know why I got these guys on staff. You know, it's ridiculous. Got this frickin' crap. Oh my God, zombies! Lori, pick up the phone, Lori. Pick up the phone. Come on. What's going on? Oh, thank God. Lori! Lori! Lori!
What's going on?
You'll never guess what's going on. The crew, they're...
Zombies?
How in the heck did you know that?
Don't you ever listen to the radio? It was all over the news. Zombies are everywhere.
Well, what are we supposed to do with them?
I think they said something about you have to shoot them in the head.
Well, I'm not going to shoot the crew in the head.
Well, can't shoot them in the head. What are we going to do?
Do you think that we could train them and keep them?
Well, actually, that's probably not a bad idea. They can't be any dumber than they are already. And actually, if they're zombies, we don't even have to pay them.
I don't know. Maybe this will work in our favor. Guess we don't have to worry about Sam.
I guess she's all set.
Let's go find Chewy. Okay, back up, back up. I tell you, I really didn't think this was going to work out, but this is awesome.
I know, I swear, if I wasn't seeing it, I wouldn't believe it. I mean, gosh, if I knew they would have worked this good, I would have killed them a long time ago.
That's for sure. In this week's Zoom Ed contest, we're going to be giving away a Reptirain. It's a misting system that's super awesome that I'm using on my chameleons, and I know you guys are going to love it. It's an easy one this week, guys. I need you to go over to Facebook, like both Zoom Ed and SnakeBytesTV, and finish this story. If I was herping in Southeast Asia and came across a king cobra, what would I do? The most creative comment is going to win this prize. Good luck, everyone.
So today's episode was about zombies, and everyone loves a good zombie movie. Now my favorite zombie movie is definitely Shaun of the Dead. It's hilarious and it's awesome. I want to know, what's your favorite zombie movie? Leave us a comment below and let us know.
So there it is. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. There's certainly some amazing animals that aren't exactly mainstream, but still super cool to work with. If you guys want to follow what's going on here, make sure to hit us up over on Facebook or Twitter at SnakeBytesTV. And do me a favor, make sure to donate to USARK. They're fighting for our rights to keep reptiles. Until next time, you've been watching Snake Bites.
So what kind of snake did Brian milk venom from in Australia? If you guessed A, tiger snake, you are absolutely correct. Way to go.
I'm not scared.
No, I'm not.
Haven't you seen all the bath salts? This could be real.
Like shoes, and you gotta literally just get into it, drag your
Someone
feet.
cut my foot off.
Don't